Hi, welcome to Module 9. This module and the next one both focus on leadership. In this module, we'll look at one specific approach to leadership, the communication competency model. In this short video, I'll give you an overview of some of the material and highlight a couple of concepts and take you through the assignments as usual. So, the reading this week is actually pretty short. It's just the first part of your textbook chapter, pages 138 to 144. This includes defining leadership and then a section on understanding leadership as a set of communication competencies. The basic idea here is that instead of seeing leadership as like a trait that only some people have or only a certain kind of person can be, we understand leadership as a set of communication behaviors that people can learn and develop. This model is important because it helps leaders assess their own abilities and set goals for their development. So the chapter describes three different types of competencies. Procedural leadership competencies are the communication behaviors that help coordinate group activities. For example, setting up guidelines for sharing information and making decisions are procedural competencies because those guidelines help shape the group process. Relational competencies are communication behaviors that express support and help group members cooperate. This includes listening, managing conflict, and helping build a supportive climate. Finally, technical competencies, technical leadership competencies, are skills that are specific to a task at hand. So having good computer skills or knowledge of a particular issue that is relevant to the group task, those are examples of technical leadership competencies. So viewing leadership as a set of competencies also helps us see that leadership is a process. It's something that all people can participate in. It's not restricted to only a few people who are in designated formal leadership roles. Leadership can be distributed throughout the group, with different people having different sets of competencies. Ideally, a group would be able to integrate all of their leadership competencies into their process, but that doesn't all have to be just with one person. So these ideas are highlighted in your textbook reading, and they're also evident in the PowerPoint slides, and you'll use these concepts in your case discussion. So there's also two videos in this module. The first is a TED Talk about what great leaders do, and it summarizes some key questions that great leaders, not just good leaders, but great leaders, ask in order to be ready to lead through challenging times. So the second video is a short presentation on everyday leadership, which presents a really different perspective on what counts as leadership. You should watch these videos and consider how well they fit with the ideas from our reading. You'll be asked to reflect on the videos in your personal journal. And then the group work in this module involves the research you did, using the research to fully analyze your social problem for your project. So the specific information is in the assignment section, of course, including a grading rubric in the module. But the basic idea is that you need to really analyze all dimensions of the problem, including who's affected, what different things contribute to the problem, what's the history of the problem, what possible solutions have already been tried, and so on. The goal of this analysis is to help make sure you're well informed about your social problem so that you can understand all the angles before you start brainstorming possible solutions. Okay, that's it for now. I hope you enjoy the material. Let me know if you have questions. I'm always happy to talk with you about the class.